What is up, guys? As you can see in the upper right-hand corner, I have Emperor MobileGamer coming to the game. He is
And you know I'm legit because I'm wearing a stormtrooper playing the drums. I mean, that's how you know that this is legit. This is not a green screen. This is not a scam. This is
and
for
the
real.
Emperor needs to hold microphones too. That's just the way things have to go. So
Yeah,
Mobile,
hold
thanks-
microphones, hoodies,
Yeah, thanks
headphones.
for coming on. We're gonna have a pretty relaxed discussion today. We're gonna talk about the top 5 characters we think are coming to the game, and these are in the next year. These are necessarily more like legendary characters and stuff like that. We'll talk about a few characters that we think will come via marquee events, some Darth Revan mirror match, Pains. Oh boy, don't get me started on that. And then Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves.
More Darth Revan, all the time. We're not going to have any other content in this game forever. It's only going to be Old Republic. We're going to have Revan Reborn. We're going to have TV show Revan, and we're going to have a Keanu Reeves Revan, and then we're going to have a Carbonite Revan at some point.
Yes. Yep. And then we're going to have Revan's children.
Wasn't Revan in a coma for like 300 years? Maybe we'll have a coma Revan.
Yeah. Now, since you get me started on this, and you know me, I'm going to completely quickly break this down. After Revan went into the unknown regions after Knights of the Old Republic 2 to find the Sith Emperor, the threat, he tried to beat the Sith Emperor with Mitra Surik, and Surge stopped him, and the Emperor defeated Revan, put him in a coma for 300 years. But what was important about the coma is Revan held back the Sith Emperor from attacking the Republic for 300 years. And that's when you have the online game with, Satele Shan and Darth Malgus, which I actually can't wait for them to bring characters from. But yeah, so we're going to have Coma Revan as well.
Keanu Reeves Revan, right?
Keanu Reeves Revan. Keanu Reeves needs to play Revan in the new movie series, guys. So start a petition for that, please. Tell Kathleen Kennedy to get that done.
Yes,
So,
but all kidding aside, Malik for sure would. I mean, I don't know about more versions of Revan, but I think Malik is a certainty. What did you think when you saw that at the end of the event?
Okay, honestly, I was in a cross between frustration and surprise. Because the whole week, let's say the whole time leading up to Darth Revan, I was thinking, oh, you know what, we're going to face Malik. I can't wait. Then the final battle is actually taking out some of the characters I love in the game, and then you show Malik, holding his fist up with power, and I'm like, what? That's the end? I kept thinking, do I have to do another level? Did I miss something? That's what I kept thinking. So, but that does completely tease that they're going to bring him to the game somehow. What did you think? How did you feel about it when you saw that?
I recorded that live, so it's in the video. I did have chills when I saw it. I had no expectations that he'd be a part of the event or a villain or a boss or anything like that. So it kind of went down like I thought. But then, it's like, well, how are we going to get him? And they've mentioned him by name many times on the forum posts and on Twitter and now in game, and they actually showed his picture. So I don't see any reason why he will not be coming to the game. I think that's a certainty. It's just going to be a matter of how they do it. Most people want some sort of Forge raid, and you mentioned something else about a guild event or something.
Yeah, because we have Hermit Yoda and Wampa, who are the 2 characters in the guild event store right now, and actually they're great characters. In every video I've made, I said the biggest mistake that I made was not farming those characters right away. So, and they're game changing. They're actually very good characters. So I could see them, because they have mentioned in some of their previous posts, CG has, that they're going to be adding more characters in that area. I could see them putting Malik in there, and with the Revan mirror matches, I think Malik could kind of complete that team, but we'll have to see. I don't think he's going to be a marquee character though. I don't think they're just going to say, hey, here, pay for him, use him. I think they'll bring him in a certain way.
No, marquee does not make sense, and neither does having a legendary or journey character at this point. Just seems a bit overwhelming. A raid character release or some special rewards makes the most sense to me. I mean, they could do legendary, but I just don't see it.
No, and what characters would you have to require it anyway? All the characters were already geared up to get them. Would they require Darth Revan? I mean, that would you don't know.
No.
But what is interesting also is I love ships. I actually do love ships, and I hope that they bring his Leviathan into the game, or they have a ship ready to get him and something like that. Because the one thing in this game, capital ships, I would like more capital ships. So we'll see what happens there. So anyway, Malik is on the top of our list of coming in. We don't know when. I have a feeling it'll be soon. But you also talked about in one of your previous videos, which I'm going to put a link in the description below to MobileGamer's channel. Check that out, and his video was very good talking about Padme. Now, I am more akin to midriff Padme. You know, I want a lot of skin showing on my Padme. But
well, that would be, to be fair, we can just call that Geonosis, Battle of Geonosis Padme, if you don't want, you know, be offended or anything like that, right?
So, okay, Padme coming. Do you think it'll be a legendary event?
I think it'll be legendary, and I think two things, and we talked about it in that other video. There is a whole host of Jedi, and are probably severely undergeared in everyone's accounts. We're talking about like Kit Fisto and Koth. And then, you know, there has been a place for Plo, and there has been a place for Sakura at times. But Fisto and Koth have never truly been relevant or important at any point. And I wouldn't be surprised if they introduced, you're going to have to say it for a Mundi, I don't know.
Yes, Kiadi Mundi, yeah. And
I don't know.
Yeah, he said because there are a few other Jedi that, you know, they could add Shak Ti, Adi Gallia, but I think probably Kiadi Mundi is the character that has the most recognition that isn't in the game right now.
Right.
So if we're gonna say we're gonna need,
they got the dinosaur Jedi, they've got the big ear Jedi, they've got all kinds of Jedi they could bring, right?
Tons of Jedi they could bring to the game. You know, I of course want every one of them, but but I think if we were gonna talk about a legendary event for Padme, I'm thinking you'd have to have Fisto, Koth, Plo Koon, Kiadi Mundi, and Sakura. Actually, Sakura is I find her very useful in Territory War. She's
good.
Bad. Yeah,
she's good. Character. She's always had a good kit.
Yeah.
Her basic attack is everything. Her middle ability or whatever, her special ability is useless compared to her basic attack. So, anyways.
But her counter is pretty nice. The chance to stun too. The thing with Mace is I've mentioned this before. When I first started the game, Mace Windu was the first character I took to 7 stars. You know, I started the game. I'm not knowing much. I'm not knowing much. You know, I'm thinking, oh, he's got to be powerful. He's Mace Windu. And I realized how bad he was. So, like Arnold had with his Grievous wanted rework, I've wanted a Windu rework like that. Okay, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. So, like you said, we could have Mace being reworked, which I think will happen. Maybe some other reworks. I've kind of gone a little bit back and forth on if they're going to rework Jedi Knight Anakin again, or if they're going to bring a new Anakin to the game, like General Skywalker, like we have General Kenobi. But besides Malik and Padme, we're you know, the other 3 major characters we think that are going to be added to the game actually will take place later in the year. And number 1 is Snoke. I don't believe Snoke is dead. I've had a million people message me on Discord saying that he's Darth Plagueis. They're going to bring him back and do this, you know? So Snoke, and these all 3 are going to fit together, so I'm going to kind of all bring them up at once. Snoke, a new Kylo Ren, and then a new Rey.
New Rey and a new Kylo for sure for the movie. I think that's a no-brainer. Let's just do it. I mean, they're going to do it. And whether or not Snoke or not, I mean, that all depends on what Episode 9 is really about. I mean, we could get a battle C-3PO. We're going to get some sort of First Order in red. You know, maybe the Knights of the Ren. I mean, probably no less than 5 characters from Episode 9, and then probably a legendary out of it also.
Well, we still Hux should still be in the game. We should still have a First Order capital ship too, you know. So what are they gonna add that and stuff like that too? So we don't know. And again, I may be completely wrong. Maybe Snoke has nothing to do with the movie whatsoever. Maybe he's just dead.
Well, and I also think this is the reason why they reworked Finn's lead. I mean, I think the Sith raid was a catalyst, but I think if they're going to introduce a bunch more resistance, you know, just, you know, it was as a legacy kit, if you will, you know, from way back in the day. All the new factions that have come out in the last 6 months have been, firstly, complicated, but secondly, creative. And I think the kit kind of forced their hand on new designs for new characters, and Resistance is a big tag.
Yeah, it absolutely is. You know, what do you have? The Separatists, the Republic, the Empire, the Rebellion, the Resistance, and the First Order. Those are the, you know, the main 6 factions technically in Star Wars that people know about if you haven't done the expanded universe stuff. So you're absolutely right. There should be dominant characters from those factions.
Right, and they're going to be more Resistance and First Order 100% guaranteed, and the leadership on on Finn would mean that every new character they introduced would have to tiptoe around that leadership ability.
Yes, absolutely, exactly. So now those are our top 5 characters we think are coming. Again, some of you guys can probably replace Snoke with, maybe there'll be a Grandmaster Luke of some sort. But there are 2 characters. One, I'd actually talked to MobileGamer before we started doing this. And Jabba the Hutt, I was thinking was going to be another Hermit Yoda, potentially for Scoundrel's dark side. But Mobile, explain why you think that would be hard to do.
Logistically, it doesn't make sense. I mean, we're talking about game logistically, like the way the game is designed. How Jabba the Hutt could be a good raid, NPC, some sort of boss. Jabba the Hutt, I think the outer limits for size-wise and large characters without redesigning the game is going to be like the size of Wampa. Wampa is huge.
Wampa up, right. Yeah, I'll put Wampa up right here, guys. Quickly,
yeah, I just don't see how they could make him, any character larger than Wampa. I don't think Jabba the Hutt will ever be a collectible, playable character. I could see him being a raid boss or some sort of anything else. Just not a playable character.
Yeah, so you guys can see Wampa on my screen right here. He's huge.
Mm-hmm.
So what MobileGamer is saying, logistically, we're not talking about, we couldn't think of a kit, we couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to fit him in the game. Literally fit him. And then the other character I actually do think will be coming to the game, and again, this isn't like this could be a legendary character. It's Hondo. Okay, so those are kind of the characters we think are coming to the game, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. And just a little bit on the Darth Revan mirror matches here. I've spoken about this in a few videos, and I don't want to say I'm complaining because I love right now that the meta is diversified. That we're able to have different characters, and that is absolutely fantastic. The one thing I don't like, and like I said, I'm not complaining here too big, is when you go in a complete mirror match with Darth Revan. Let's say you use the same characters, or let's say you have Darth Revan lead Bastila HK, and the other characters, let's say they don't matter. The difference between winning and losing comes down to the speed on who has the faster Darth Revan.
Well, it depends. It depends if they're playing a pre-taunting tank like Zombie or Sith Trooper, because then if you have the faster Revan, you're basically only taking out the taunting tank, which is useless, and the posing Revan, and then you've got to worry about who's got the faster Bastila after that. It becomes very complicated.
Yes. It does. So that what my hope is kind of with that is if. Now, I want to say this without upsetting some of you guys. When I had Jedi Knight Revan, and we all did, which was honestly probably not healthy for the game.
It was terrible
every time. Yeah, it was not.
And specifically Jolie, in my opinion, is what made that unfun.
Yeah, he'd make the matches last like 4 minutes 59 seconds.
Yes, it was horrible. It was a terrible experience.
I would like it to be in that sense where I had a slower Jedi Knight Revan, but I was able to take out another Jedi Knight Revan team. I shouldn't say easily, because like you said with Jolie, it took forever. Yeah, it's something with the mirror matches I'd kind of like to be worked out. But MobileGamer has an excellent point with if you run Palpatine as a leader, and that team with Vader, Revan, they could easily go through any team. You're still able to compete.
Well, you don't even need Revan. You can use Sith Trooper and Nihilus, with Fallen Bastila, Vader, and Palpatine lead. But here's the thing. Okay, so Jedi Knight Revan mirror matches was annoying, and it took 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Now what we have is short matches, but we have to remod for every battle.
Exactly. Thank you.
So what is worse, remodding or 4.5 minute long matches? So, I've gone, that means I'm spending, 100,000 or 75,000 crystals, something every time I want to remod a match, to climb. If you need speed, there's 2 ways you can do it, I suppose. You can either run Rebels like CLS and a well-modded CLS team and climb with that, or you could climb with Palpatine, and then you hold overnight with Darth Revan with some sort of pre-taunting tank. Your choice if you want to use Sith Trooper with Sith Assassin, or you can run the Night Sisters.
Yeah, and the biggest issue with the remodding is I have a territory war starting in 15 minutes. Wait, did I take some of those mods off of my Palpatine and put them on this? And then I don't have my Palpatine modded or something like that.
I had no mods on my Thrawn, which messed up my Thrawn battles and my capital ship. I was like no mods on Thrawn for an entire territory wars.
Yes.
Oh my god, and a Grand Arena for that matter. I really screwed it up.
Yeah, so that's the stuff that happens. So leading into, is Malik going to come and balance that out? But what I don't want to happen with Malik, and let me state this completely, I don't want Malik to come and have the meta be completely Darth Revan 100% of the time again, like it was with Jedi Knight Revan.
I have no interest in another Sith Empire character coming to the meta right now. I mean, I want a character, but as far as the way things are right now, I don't want anything to change.
Because this is actually, in my opinion, the healthiest the game has been. Because originally, let's get it right, when Darth Vader
I'm saying healthy as it's been for like 6 months, sure, yeah.
Yeah, but since Jedi Knight Revan, before he came out, the thing is when we all read Darth Revan's kit, I was like, who's ever gonna beat this team? He's gonna be the next, top character for who knows how many months. And what is nice is being able to go in and go, hey, I see a Palpatine leader, I see a CLS leader, I see Jedi Knight Revan still competing for those of you that didn't want to spend on Darth Revan, but we're still able to get Jedi Knight Revan the last time round.
Palpatine Vader is a hard counter to Darth Revan, and it's very, very clear.
Well, there you have it, guys. Huge shout out to MobileGamer for joining.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and like we said, we called it right here. Keanu Reeves is Revan in the new Star Wars trilogy. I'm going to start making posters, t-shirts. We're going to have those for sale eventually.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a rumor or not, but that would be a lot of fun. That would be fun.
He'd be great.
And if Connor doesn't want to do it, they can hire me.
There we go.
I'll get a mullet
I'm
wig.
Start a petition on that right now. MobileGamer.
Yeah, mullet Revan or Darth Mullet.
Darth Mullet. Well, MobileGamer, I'm going to just take something from you here usually, and I want to do a giveaway that's not a scam. And I think that I've already mentioned, I think the 8-star Keanu Reeves Revan Reborn giveaway is what's going to be deposited into your accounts as soon as you watch this video all the way through.
They have to like the video.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel.
I know a lot of people are waiting for their 8 stars to come in, just wait longer.
Yeah, don't they have quite a few 8 stars ready to come from you?
I just wait longer. They're coming. They're on their way.
They're coming. Well, guys, again, thanks for checking again. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Huge shout out to MobileGamer. His channel's in the description below. Otherwise, peace out, and may the force be with you.
Bye.